Billy, am here to ask George about something that I've had questions about for years, and I've had sort of a preconceived notion about this, so I'm really looking to maybe get that dispelled here. I need you to explain ice machines to me. Like the big, like, I'm talking Taco Bell,
ones in
the soda.
hotels and shit.
Yeah,
I know exactly.
So water goes in at the top, and
It doesn't even. Water gets piped in.
No, I've seen them pour water in the top.
Yeah, so there's two. The main industrial types that you'll see like in hotels and stuff, because they can't have someone constantly filling, they just have a direct water connection to the top back.
Okay, all right. So either way, the water goes in, and then the box is like.
So it's
how does it get into cubes? Because the water goes in as one big water, then like, how does it get into a bunch of little ice?
Okay, so let me draw a picture for you. You've got the main box that it drops into, right? And then you know how there's always like, it's always like a weird shape where it's like squarish at the bottom, and then it kind of thins out and goes like straight up.
Yeah, he's been working out.
And it's tall. So what happens is, in that tall portion, you know what, like ice trays, like the plastic things that you put in your freezer when you put water? And they have, like, the shapes? So think of something similar, not plastic, but metal. And it's usually just like one row or maybe two rows of like a row, like something like sometimes it'll be like on a spiral, a metal spiral. And what happens is water gets piped in. There's sensors inside that say, okay, the tray is filled. And then as that freezes, the spiral, like the metal spiral I was telling you about, spins, and it pushes those cubes out, and they fall down into the main box at the bottom. So think of it as like half an ice tray that rotates when it knows it's frozen, basically. So it's usually on a timer or something, because with those machines, they're pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent. You don't need to be like, oh, it takes 10 minutes to this time, it takes 5 minutes that time. It'll always take, let's say, 10 minutes per thing of cubes, so it'll just keep rotating and it'll spit them out.
Okay, so what you're saying is that the ice climbers have nothing to do with this. They don't have.
Unfortunately, they do not.
Because okay, all right. No, I can get behind that a little bit. I still think ice climbers are kind of involved with something like this, but I do appreciate that explanation.
Yeah. And then, in case you needed to also know, the main box that they all get dropped into is insulated to make sure the ice doesn't melt.
That I think is true. That I agree with.
Yep. Just keep going.
Thank you, George.
I don't even have any questions.
Hi, George.
Hi, Jack.
I have a great question for you.
Okay.
How in the living hell do outlets work?
Okay. So outlets are a very simple item. Again, a lot of things are very simple in this world. So looking at an outlet from the outside in, right? So that the thing you see on the outside is the plastic cover, basically.
Right.
Then in the outlet itself, what you have is on one side, you basically you have the right, the left, and the bottom prongs, at least in the U.S. And what happened, because outlets vary based on your country.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, a little bit. Europe uses a different like power format, so their outlets are different. So yeah,
dude,
it's a whole different thing.
Dude, they have power scaling?
They do, actually.
Holy shit.
So one of the two top prongs is positive, one is negative, and then the middle piece that isn't, like the bottom round piece that isn't always there, is just the ground. Oh. So that's like if there's a power surge or something, it takes the extra electricity and shoots it through your house into like the ground.
Oh.
So it won't do like damage. That's what a ground wire is. It's basically just a wire that connects from electric items and components to like nothing, so that if there's a surge of any kind, that's where it goes.
Oh. So like, do you know other like countries, like what else their outlets are? Like, what's the most powerful outlet like in all of the world? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure probably one in a nuclear power plant.
Yeah, but like,
not gonna lie.
But like where? Like here in the US or like in Russia? Like, do they have the most powerful outlets? Or like, like in Japan? Like, I don't know.
I think I think just Europe in general, they have a higher like wattage as like a base. So like if you like go to just a regular wall outlet, it'll be a higher voltage than here in the US, I'm pretty sure, which is why you have to be careful because you'll blow shit out if you're not careful.
Oh, really? Do you have
too much power?
So you have like if you go to, let's say, I don't fucking know.
You just need an adapter.
You need an adapter? Oh, weird.
Which like helps reduce it down.
You know how like outlets have little faces?
Yeah.
In different countries, do they have different faces?
Yeah, because in other countries, like instead of the two main prongs being flat, they're round.
Oh.
So weird. It's two round and then maybe a bottom round.
Huh.
They're weird. And then if you needed to know how to install an outlet, that's even easier to explain. I mean, hell, literally, when you...
I mean, I want to know, huh?
They're literally two screws, and then it pops out of the wall pretty much.
Okay.
And then from that, there's 3 wires that hook up to it. That's it.
Oh.
And the 3 wires get tight. It's not like you have to like do anything crazy to connect them to the outlet. It's literally just at the back of the outlet, there's 3 metal screws that are like half undone. And what you do is you take a positive wire and you make it into a hook shape, and you put it around the positive screw and you screw it in. Oh. Then you take the negative, you do the same thing with that, and you have a ground wire for the ground. And then that gets screwed into the wall, and then you...
How likely, if I to do it myself, were to get electrocuted and die?
As long as you turn off the main power breaker, usually in the garage or in the laundry room in the house,
okay,
you'll be fine.
All right.
You have to do that first.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
I've experienced the one time I forgot to do that, reached right in, grabbed, couldn't feel my arm for the next 4 or 5 hours.
Well, now, hey, now everyone knows at home.
I didn't like tap it. I mean, like I thought it was disconnected. I went to rip it out, so I reached in and grabbed.
Oh my god! Oh my, George wouldn't be here right now.
That was in high school though. So
in high school?
Yeah.
You know how to fix outlets in high school?
Yeah.
Can you come to my house and fix my outlets? My outlets are broken.
If it's literally just the outlet itself, it's easy as hell.
See, my problem in my house is that a string of outlets are kaput.
So that could be like the main wire that connects to them. Oh. So that might be the issue there. It might be like, for example, let's say you have an outlet here, there, and there. They might all be connected to one main line that, let's say, starts here and it goes across. And if there's an issue here, that outlet won't work, that outlet won't work, and that one won't work.
Oh,
so if it's a string, they're probably connected, and there's probably an issue at the start of them all.
Oh, so you have to fix that one?
That one, or worst case, it could be the main wire behind them, which means it's not the outlets that need to be changed. You have to go behind the wall, basically, and replace the main wire.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. Alright, well, I'll have to look at my outlets now. Fuck.
Group trip to Dax.
Yeah, group trip to my bedroom where all my outlets don't fucking work, except for one. That works.
Are they hooked up to light switches, maybe? I know some places are dumb, and they'll hook the main one all the way back to the switch, because it's weird that when you're doing, like, actual electrical work, it's a million wires, and the right way to do it is to run the outlet wire to, like, the main in the house, but contractors will be lazy, and they'll just hook it up to the outlet, because it's shorter of a distance.
Yeah, the last person that owned our house connected it to the switch in my room, so that's probably why. I mean, when you turn it off, I think the top outlets go out, and then you turn it on, the top outlets go on.
Interesting, yeah.
But one of them must have went kaput, and now all of my outlets don't work, except for one.
Yep.
Or except for 2, I think. Except for 2.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate thing with electrical. If there's a start at one point, anything after it just won't work.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, one last question.
Okay.
Can a American outlet be friends with a Scottish outlet?
It's a real hard question. I think they can.
Okay, that's a lot of questions.
Yes.
I learned so much about outlets, man.
Anytime.
Dude, I gotta look at my outlets now.
I love electricity.
Dan, I come to you today with a question that I didn't expect to bring to you today, on this day today.
I can't marry you.
Helicopter. Genuinely.
Wanna know how a helicopter works, buddy?
Dude, if I go like this,
Is that just a modern mystery?
if I go like this, I ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
How the fuck?
So, let's put on your thinking shoes. Or I think it's thinking cap, actually.
I'm already
Put
gonna
something
kill you.
on. So, you got a helicopter, right? The thing that spins up top is called the rotor.
Okay.
And if you see the rotor of a helicopter, it's angled. Each blade has an angle on it, and the bottom of it is flat. And that's relevant because when the rotor spins, the air on the top of the propeller moves faster than the air on the bottom, and that creates what's called, I believe it's called Bernoulli's principle, which means fast-moving air creates low pressure, and that creates not a suction, the low pressure makes the helicopter rise into the air. It's the same way that an airplane flies. If you look at the wings of an airplane, how they got this thing going on here. How they're kind of like how the top of the wing is angled, the bottom of the wing is flat. And also the propeller on an airplane, the propeller on the front of an airplane, if you got something like a biplane, it actually kind of sends air to the wings, almost like a screw, you know? And the reason why helicopters in particular have a rotor on the back, I think it's just called the tail rotor. I don't know if it has a proper name, but the reason why is because if it didn't have that, the centrifugal force from the rotor would cause the helicopter to spin uncontrollably in the direction that the blade is moving. So the tail rotor counter spins that. It spins at the same rate as the rotor on the top and in the opposite direction. So that's why if you're in a helicopter and the tail rotor goes out, that's usually how most helicopters crash.
I raise you a question.
I don't know how you could possibly have one, but sure.
They're heavy.
They sure are. Physics...
Let's work. Let's work together.
Physics can move mountains, my friend.
Why didn't you ask about planes then?
What?
Why
Well, I know
didn't you
how
ask
planes
about-
work. Because they have engines. That I understand. I can understand an engine.
So what do you think makes the... What exactly do you think makes the rotor on a helicopter move? Yeah, what do you think is causing it to make those noises, buddy? You think it's magic?
Vibration? Rotation?
Caused by-
circulation?
Caused
ventilation?
by what? Caused by what?
Testicular?
Do you think they have like...
Aviation?
That's...
Rotation? Circulation? Razzmatazz? Saffron? Sassafras? We're getting somewhere.
Sarsaparilla.
What the fuck was that? I don't know what that is now.
Sounds-
Fuck the helicopter.
I sound stupid, right?
No.
So what do you think those noises are coming from on the helicopter? You think they got a whole troop of helicopter propeller spinning gremlins that are employed under aviation, under NASA? Do you think NASA deploys fucking gremlins to spin propellers on helicopters?
No, but do you think if a bunch of really small people pushed a wheel and like just kept going and going and going and going and going and do you think we can recreate a helicopter?
I mean, maybe if you could get them to spin fast enough.
Rotation.
But I don't think that's physically possible for
circulation.
For humans.
Ventilation.
So where are those going? Like where are you going with that?
I feel like... Alright. I'm in a helicopter. And it's one of those helicopters where there's like no door. And it's like windy.
Yeah, no door, windy.
Don't you just want to jump out?
Well, then we're getting into cognitive dissonance, my friend.
Fuck. Wait, what? Why?
It's the same sort of place your mind goes when you're like at the top of the lighthouse, you know.
Makes you want to jump.
Yeah. Or like, you know, you're sitting with someone at the edge of a cliff or something when you're hiking.
Oh, you
and you're like
fucking push
and
them.
you're like, I could so push them right now.
Oh my god, I've thought
You don't want to.
I've thought
but
about
you think
that
about
so
it.
many people. I could have killed all of you in this room so many times.
That's cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, we learned a lot.
One part of you is like, I don't want to do that, and the other part's like, maybe I should.
You sounded like a me. Tamagotchi life. Maybe I should.
It's like when you're on a roller coaster and you're like, I know I'm safe, and then the other half of your brain's like, I'm gonna fucking die.
Let's think about some more cognitive dissonance.
I think we should call this thank you, Dan, and move on to the next thing.
Thanks, Dan.
Hey, Jack.
I got a question.
What's your question, buddy?
So, I've been thinking lately.
Congratulations.
I've been going on a lot of trains lately. How do they stay on the track? How do they, like, stay? Like, how did they, like, not, like, fall? And, like, go, you know?
I think that has to be chalked up to black magic. I don't know if there's a natural explanation for that. But if I were a wizard and I was trying to come up with a way to make a train stay on the track, I would probably do something akin to give the wheels a slightly conical shape.
Conical?
In opposite directions so that the wheels kind of go
What's
like
conical
this.
mean?
So, you know what a cone is?
Yeah.
More like an ice cream cone.
Uh-huh.
A gnome's hat. Those are the only two cones I can think of.
Like a traffic cone?
A traffic cone, yeah.
Okay.
It's got cone in the name. Yeah. So think of that.
Okay.
When you hear the word conical,
Uh-huh.
you know the prefix
Okay.
con
Yeah.
usually means cone in shape.
Okay, so the wheels are cone shaped?
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Oh, really?
you know? Yeah. So that creates a self-centering force on the train itself. But in addition to that, the wheels, if you were to look
On the bus go round and round?
Good job. If you were to look at the wheels on a train
Okay.
before they go round and round, because that would be dangerous if not, and you'd also die. They also have a flange that hangs down. There's a little thingy. There's a guard that's coming down from the wheels to make sure that it doesn't slip off. It's only about an inch thick, and it keeps those trains on the track.
Oh, that's what keeps the trains on the track.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
the shape of the wheels,
the bar,
and they also got a little guard that goes around it, keeps it in place. Same way a roller coaster stays on the track.
So, like,
Yes, sir.
So, are different trains? Do they stay on the track differently? Like, you know, like an old-fashioned train, like the one on Polar Express. Is that like a different train that go on track than like the Long Island Railroad, like the MTA train?
Well, you might find a difference in locomotive, but the mechanism by which the wheels stay on the track is more than likely the same.
Oh,
There are some trains out there that I forgot the name of that have a slightly different kind of track, almost like a, or I guess you could call it a monorail. It's kind of track is just one big piece that goes that way, and it kind of hugs the outside of it.
okay. Okay. Now, I got another question. Actually, I lost it. We talked a lot.
Well,
So, like,
that's what the microphone's for.
what was my question? Oh, shit. So, like, if I were to, like, like, are train tracks, like, why can't I get electrocuted by them?
There's usually, depending on the train, a lot of them require constant supply of electricity that comes through the track in order to stay powered, or at least to help it stay powered.
Oh, that's why.
That's why some trains have a thingy on the top that kind of, like, some train tracks have power lines that run parallel to the track right above it, and then the train will have a thingy on the top of it that constantly brushes along the power line. So it stays powered.
So, okay, my final question for Mr. Trains here.
I have a good question too.
So do you know all this because you're autistic and you like trains?
It's possible.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, I've been confused about this one. I think, like since I was born, like as long as I can remember. I need you to explain spray bottles to me.
Oh, well, they're actually kind of easy to understand. So, like, kind of think about it like a piston in Minecraft.
Okay, all right.
Like,
all right.
so how it's constructed is, well, you have the bottle, right? Mm-hmm. But the inside, it's like a tube, and so the liquid goes inside the tube. But to push it out, the nozzle is like attached to like a spring
Like
that pushes
Mario
it.
Sunshine.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
and like the spring pushes into the piston, and the piston shoots it out.
Okay, so
It's like a shoot, pew, boop, kick.
ooh,
You know?
that was good. That was really good.
Yeah.
So the liquid, it's like it's big in the bottle, like it's one big liquid, and then it comes out as like a bunch of little liquids.
Yeah.
I'm confused there.
A mist.
So-
well,
something like that. Yeah.
well, some spray bottles can come out as a mist, and like how it comes out like that is like based off the tightness of the nozzle.
okay, it's based. Is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like looser, I think it's looser. The spray, it goes out like a jet, I think.
Okay.
And then it's either the other way around, but one
like a
way.
fart. Yeah.
Yeah, one comes out like a fart, and the other one comes out like piss.
That you know what?
You know?
I think I get it. That's
Yeah,
wow.
exactly. Like
That's all right.
and it doesn't have to do with the inside; it does with the nozzle.
Mm.
So that's why if you get like Windex, like it's kind of pre-built.
Yeah.
The type of nozzle it is to spray out.
Wow. That was informative. That really just tied it all together there with the end. The fart and then piss. That's perfect.
Perfect way to explain something. Bring in poop, fart, and piss. Into
ASAP,
it.
my man.
See, like I got the knowledge of spraying.